न जानामि योगं न जानामि ध्यानं न मंत्रं न तंत्रं योगं क्रियान्वै न जानामि देहं न रूपं न नित्यं गुरुर्वै शरण्यं गुरुर्वै शरण्यं. Most of the time, there is always one simple question. I do not know much about your teachings. Do not know much about yoga. Meditation also I do not know so much. Mantra I do not know. Yantra and Tantra also I do not know. Then please tell me, how can I lead my life, at least worldly life, in which I be successful, be to the world, be nice to my children, be healthy, have sufficient money so that I can survive nicely. This question comes to us several times. There is nothing wrong in not knowing things because they have not been taught to us. What we really need in our life, only 10 or 20% of that is being taught in our schools. Most of the academics are so theoretical that whatever we learn, only 20 to 30% of that can be used in life. Rest everything is not used. It's not useless, but it is not used. But 4 roots of life can be understood by all of us, and that can make us live a nice, decent, lovely life with our own self and with our surrounding. These 4 roots of life are: the first and the most important thing what we understand is the earth element, the food. If you want to live a nice, happy life, you should be able to understand what balanced diet is, what your body needs, what your body's cells needs, and be able to implement that diet in your life. This solves most of our problems because most of the diseases, most of the difficulties, most of the problems we have in our human body is because of disbalance in what you need and what you do. You need certain amount of carbohydrates, certain amount of proteins, certain amount of oil, and certain amount of nutrients. If you can balance your diet according to these formulations, then physical body will be taken care of. The 5th element also here, you can call it as radiation. That also impacts the human body. The first one, food. So in eating, you should also think what you are eating in terms of radiation, in terms of food, in terms of carbohydrates, proteins, sneha, the oil, so that it always remains balanced. There are some people who says, no, oil is not needed. It will trouble your hearts. It will enhance your cholesterol. But oil is also needed. Cholesterol is also needed. You cannot have a zero cholesterol and can have a life. Everything in human life is about balancing. If you are able to balance it, you will be healthy. If you are not able to balance it, the physical body will not be healthy. Second thing, what it needs is nice sleep. Even in depth of spirituality, sleeping state is very important. There are 7 stages of consciousness. Out of that, 3 stages every human being has to pass through. We all assume that we are perfectly doing that. And those 3 stages are awake, dream, and sleep. We are awake. See, I am speaking, you are listening, and we'll say that we are awake. What is sleeping? In the night, we lie down, we sleep, and we say that we are sleeping. But whether you are really sleeping and whether you are really awake, that has to be seen. And if you are really awake and really sleeping, all other problems, at least 70 to 80% will get resolved. Problem is that we have forgotten to remain awake, and we have also forgotten to sleep. We just pretend that we are awake, and we also pretend that we are sleeping, whereas in both the cases, we always remain in dreaming state, the second state of consciousness. How? See, you are present here, listening to this wisdom flowing from the universe. But your mind is in somewhere else. It's thinking, how can I wrap it fast so that I be able to attend my doctor? So now, it's not only when you are sitting here. When you will be attending your doctor, you will keep thinking what question answers Guruji has given. Can we attend to them? So your mind, when you are with doctor, is with Guruji. And when you are with Guruji, it is with the doctor. Or with the daughter. Or with the school. Or with your child in a school. Your mind is not where you are. When you are eating, your mind is not in eating. When you are sleeping, your mind is not in sleeping. Sleeping is the different state, by the way. I'll explain what it is. But your mind has to be where you are. Then only awake state is possible. So being here and now in a unidirectional way, that you are not thinking of million other things, what you are doing, you are thinking about that only. If that comes in, then only you are awake. Otherwise, you are dreaming, you are not awake. Dreaming state, you can understand what it is, and it is not that you are dreaming only when you are sleeping. Rather, reality is that when you are sleeping, you cannot dream. When you are awake, you cannot dream. When you are sleeping, you cannot dream. Dreams only comes in when you are not awake and not sleeping. A stage in between. And please don't think that you can only dream when your eyes are closed. When your eyes are open, then also you can dream. When your eyes are closed, then also you can dream. So when you are pretending that you are sleeping and you are not sleeping, you are just resting, then you can dream. When you are awake, rather pretending to be awake and not awake, your mind is roaming everywhere else, then also you are dreaming. Now, what is the sleep state and why it is so important in our life? Sleep is more important than food. And sleep is the state in which all your motor organs, karmendriyas, all your sense organs, the jnanendriyas, they go to rest. And they go to rest with its master also. Who is the master? Mind. So, if you are sleeping, your legs are resting. So, your hands are also resting. All the motor organs, there is no problem. They go to rest immediately the moment you try to sleep. They are not moving anywhere. Now, the problem comes in with the sense organs and with the mind. Your sense organs still want to taste something. You are trying to sleep, but taste is still there in your mind. It wants to smell something. You can still hear something. Then you are not sleeping. Your mind is still working. The state in which all these things go to rest and your mind also goes to rest, stops thinking completely, then you need only 4 hours of that sleep. More than 4 hours is not needed. It will make you refresh in just 4 hours. And you will not dream. When dream is coming in, that means that you are not in deep sleep. Please make sure that you be able to attain the sleep which is dreamless. And you be able to rest properly. How you can do that? You can start practicing Yoga Nidra. When you lie down, prepare for sleep. And that preparation for sleep can take you to deep sleep. Third thing, what you need is physical exercises. If you do not do physical exercises for the whole day, you cannot sleep. You cannot also eat. Your appetite will go down. Your digestion will also go down. So in case you want to have a nice, decent, lovely life, physical exercises are must. You can go to gym. You can do cycling, a walk, a swimming, or you can perform your yogasanas. Or you can do the combination of these. You can go to swimming and perform your yogasanas. You can walk and perform your yogasanas. You can run, cycle, and perform your yogasanas. Performing yogasanas is the must in case you want to have a very healthy and lovely physical life. This also have an impact on your earning. If you have a calm mind, you can concentrate on your job. Your boss will always be happy. He will give you a salary raise. Why are we not successful in our earning life? Because there also we are not unidirectional. We are doing one job and thinking of 10 more. Many people even do 2 jobs, thinking that they will be able to earn more money. But reality remains that they are not able to do either of it properly. And unless you get involved 100% in something, things doesn't work ever. The fourth root of your being active and alive is connection. Connection to source. Connection to source is called consciousness. And how human life works when we are dying, our desires gets dissolved into senses. Senses dissolves into mind. Mind dissolves into breathing. Breathing dissolves into consciousness, the laya, the nada. So, breathing dissolves into consciousness, and then consciousness takes everything, and it's called spirit. Spirit leaves away. What remains is the body. The moment this connection is switched off, it's like electric switch. Switch on, life is on. Switched off, life is off. Same body remains. Eyes, ears, nose, all the motor organs, they still remains with you. Nothing works because consciousness is not there. And what is consciousness? Is the connection with the source. When source is present in you, you are alive. When source is not present in you, you are dead. How can this connection be made? This connection can be made by 4 different methods. One, which is known to everybody, still we are not doing it properly. It's not rocket science. It's known. Everything is known to everyone. Only we do not do it. And that is connecting the universe through your breath. Consciously. Breath is coming in, going out at all time. But how conscious we are to receive this breath, to send the energy of this breath to every cells and tissues of our body. All the problems, including digestions, including food, sleep, physical exercises, all 3 of them depends upon your connection to the universe. Connection is always there as long as you are alive, but it is very weak. And that is why you always live, but do not live happily. You are alive, but have diseases. You are alive, but have tensions, pressures, stress. Because your connection to the source is very weak. If you can make this connection strong, everything life needs will always be available. Good health, good physique, affection and love, materialistic things, everything your life needs will always be available in case you can make this connection stronger.